Ward lays before you, unconscious. Nothing else has changed. What are you going to do?
Now, this is where he had tried to get the intervention of the robot, right?
Yeah, there's blood smeared all over the door. There's got some blood on him.
I have, like, nothing in the medical...
That's weird. There's nothing.
I'll just, I'm trying to, like, I guess grab some of the unused beds, linens or something, and kind of trying to clean him up a little bit as far as him being all bloodied and whatnot, trying to get him cleaned up.
Okay. All right. You got plenty of bedding to do that. That's not a problem. So you're cleaning him up, and he's breathing, but he's still out.
Oh, am I remembering correctly? Did he also break his arm?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to devise a sling out of like a pillowcase or something and do that. Put his arm up.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm guessing it'd be pretty obvious if it's broken if it's like flopping all around and whatnot.
Yeah, you can tell it's broken.
Gotcha.
You did a very good job.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to reset it or anything. We're just going to try to put it in a sling and hopefully that'll do something until the med guy wakes up, gains consciousness.
Yeah.
Well, what time of day was it? Like, do we have like a general sense of what time of day it is?
Nope, don't think so. You have no idea.
I have a little bit of medical aid. I can try to stop the worst of the bleeding if that while the captain is slinging his arm up. Me to
medical aid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead and okay. All right. So yeah, you attempt to try and give Ward some medical attention, but it doesn't seem like anything's helping.
Well, maybe we should put him on like a bag and get him all settled.
I think we'd already put him on one.
I think we hauled him to his bed before we. I think that was the last activity we did last time. You didn't, Felker, because you're.
I can't move yet.
More critical. I think the captain hauled him to the bed.
Yeah, Cable, you were just kind of like sitting right there at the doorway while.
Well, I was trying to block the
water.
I was trying to block their view, but I feel like I was interfered with. Yeah. Somebody decided that we were going to unblock it and then just bash our crewmate.
It'll work. Now we know they don't care if we get hurt. I think that's a net positive. We have more information than we had before I hit Ward.
So we'll say about a half hour passes, and Ward begins to wake up.
I'm just gonna stay by the door.
I just start yelling. What happened?
You feel an extreme amount of pain in your arm.
Yeah, and I'll say, be careful. Don't move around. Your arm's broken.
I kind of figured that. Let's see. Last I remember, I was trying to get their attention by thinking it was a bloodbath in here, and now it actually is. And I just kind of
Yeah, that's right.
turn and try to find Kato.
That's pretty much what happened. No,
Start
so let's carry on. I would offer you something, Doc, but best we can do is semi-clean sheets.
Well, we could. Have we thought about like arm amputations? You don't need his arm.
You don't need that leg.
You don't have an arm to cut it off with, sir.
I'm a lefty, and my left arm is still working just fine. So why don't you come over here where I can reach you?
If we amputated an arm and a leg, then we'd at least have weapons against the working Joe.
In the midst of your talking, there, Ward, your brain swims around in itself, feeling very dizzy.
I'm
not quite.
I'm
not quite
going down
still
again, and I guess I'm out again.
Mm-mm. You're not out. You're just feeling. You just woke up after being knocked out.
Yeah, just lie still. Try to relax a little bit as much as you can. I know that you're in a lot of pain, but just try to lay still.
I think the last words I remember were, "Trust me."
Yeah, that sounds right. Don't worry about it. Your head's swimming around. Things are very confused right now. Just get some rest.
Well, at least see if you can beg them for a med kit or something.
Yeah,
Well,
that might work.
if they didn't come to the door when your head was getting slammed and rubbed into it, I don't think they're going to come and give us a med kit if we need it.
Yeah, I think we have to come up with a different plan, guys. If we plan getting out of this room.
Did you try to ask nicely?
Also, you should probably stay conscious because you might have a concussion.
I mean, maybe we just say please. Maybe that's all we need. Did we try to say please?
Alright, so somebody needs to get Ward laying. Just let him lay back, and we should probably all just have a discussion this time before we all act it out.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
That we say please.
Do we have anything we don't have anything to probably give him, right?
No, we have
maybe
nothing.
water. Maybe we can give him some water at least.
You don't have much left at all.
Give him a sip of water. Just a cap full.
I kind of like whisper, but knowing that he probably hear me, and be like, I don't know if we should waste water if he doesn't make it.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Is maybe save the water for those of us up in the ambulatory.
But he was such a cute puppy.
Well, Captain, what do you want to do?
Well, we're kind of, if we thought we were impaired before because of your leg situation, we're definitely slowed down now. So any chance of us making a break for it, with Ward in this condition, it's going to be really tough.
Yeah.
My feet work. How about yours, Cable? Do your feet work?
My feet are fine. My leg isn't as fine.
Because I can't run in a straight line, but maybe I can run? I don't know.
I still just think you should kind of just chill out and relax.
Ward's got this medical knowledge running through his head, and it's not making sense. He's working through everything in his head, trying to figure out how to handle the situation, and it's just not clicking.
Alright. So why don't we all discuss like what we have? So we have a key card. We know they feed us once a day.
Mm-hmm.
Our biggest goal is getting through this door to the other door, which is the other side. So, and there's 3 of them in there. I still think we should block their view. I don't think they should be able to see in here very easily. I think we should keep. I mean, it's covered in blood now, but I think we should still keep the door so they can't visibly see us. And maybe the next time they come through, maybe we could put something in the doorway, like as they walk through. If somebody like huddles on the one side of the doorway, we could put something that blocks the door from fully closing. What kind of door is this? Like, describe like how does the door exactly work? Is it like
It's a thick metal door. You have determined that the glass that is on the door is probably bulletproof.
But like, is it like? Are they using a key card to get in here, or is it like a?
You don't know.
Well, like, is it like? Yeah. I vote we try to block the door with something, like put something metal between when the door tries to close.
Well, is it like a I'm sure we've seen it open. Is it like a pocket, like metal, like sliding door? Does it slide open and close? Does it open in or out?
No, it's on a hinge,
Okay.
so it swings inward.
Well, we need to block it with something that isn't so noticeable, but something that won't be crushed or just smashed.
Maybe we can put something over the lock mechanism. Like as they drop it off, we just fill the lock mechanism, whatever like the click beat part is, and just stuff something in there, so the door doesn't fully latch.
I mean, you can give it a shot. I don't know what we're going to stick in there.
Piece of cloth. Tear a piece of cloth into like a wad.
Sure. Is it worth a shot?
What about these bloody cloths that are right here on the floor? Those work for you?
Hey, there's a lot of clean ones here.
Energy to use.
I start taking what like I waddle over the bed over here, and I just start tearing like a piece of cloth that's not dirty with blood, and just try to create like a wad, and then like yeah, just enough to like get it into like a wad shape.
Okay.
And I say, hey, Kato, because my leg's not good, you might have to be the one to kind of try to stuff it in there as they like open the doorway.
Okay.
When that guy rolled over and hand him the wad of stuff into the lock. Because I assume we know what kind of door. Like, it's just like a normal door, but we would know the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
generalized sense. Like, it's got to have like a little thing where the lock goes into. Right. Slides into.
It's nothing out of the ordinary, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay, so. You stuff something in where the door will close and it won't actually latch when the guy goes in.
All right, so suppose we get that to work and that we are able to open the door.
Then we can ask nicely.
There's 3 working Joes out there.
We don't know if we'll go we don't know what their programming is. Like, we don't know if they're going to instantly become aggressive when we step out of this room. For all we know, they shut down and just sit there until they're next told to come feed us.
Okay, so assume that they're not aggressive and we can try to slip by them. That's all well and good, but what if they are aggressive?
And we get back in the room. Yeah, they leave it alone.
Pull the wad and pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah, be like, oh, I didn't really.
We all hop in bed, pull the covers up, and we're asleep.
Start making little snoring noises.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's the deal. We know we need to get through this door. We know we can't kill 3 working Joes. So we have options. We all can sit in here till we die or get killed or return to the science experiment by this Devon guy. Or we could try this and see what happens.
Yeah, but when we just sit here, we randomly get broken arms.
No, yeah. You should close your eyes for a bit.
Yeah,
Just
just
rest.
that was a mess. Yeah, stuff flying all around. Yeah. Okay, I get the broad strokes of your plan, but so do we just sit and wait for them to bring us food to make this work?
Yeah, because your plan didn't work for getting them sooner. So they will bring us food, and we'll do it when they bring us food. If they don't bring us food, well, then Ward doesn't get anyone. He'll just kind of fly away. Like, then we eat him first. He does look a little gamey, but yeah, sometimes things like that.
We've seen, so we know there's 3. We've seen the one at the far end activate, make some efforts to communicate. Have we seen the other 2 activate at all?
None that I remember.
Or are we just assuming there's... Because that could be, I mean, was a trick that worked way back in the wars where they could just be dummy working Joes if there's only one of them that's active.
Yeah.
You have not seen them move. However, your knowledge in working Joes would tell you that they can potentially stand idle without any movement, but be active
until triggered, basically.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
So maybe that's not a solid plan.
Okay, new game plan. We pretend we're working Joes, and we walk past them like,
Yeah, working Joes are like a cheap version of like Weyland or Wey-Yu's androids. They're not meant to act like humanoid as Wey-Yus are. They don't breathe and stuff like that and mimic human motions. So they're more robotic.
Well, anyone got a better plan?
What if we pretend that one of us is hurt? So I can't get straight face.
I like.
No,
I like
Ward
that
actually
plan.
suggests that. He actually suggests that.
Captain just goes.
Did we ever try flooding the bathrooms to try to get that working Joe away from the grates?
No, we did not.
I go crawl back into the bathroom and try to see if the working Joe is still behind that grate.
Okay. As you go back there, Kato and the rest of you hear the door click. And a walking Joe comes in.
And I just kind of look at Kato and God, see if you can get the wad in there.
And I try to get the working Joe's attention. I go, "Hey, working Joe, look at me!" And I just put my...
You were in the bathroom. You didn't hear it.
Well, I heard the door click. I came back, crawled back over.
I'm gonna. Can I get a med kit, please? I have one in my possession. You don't even have to use the station stuff. Can I just have one, please?
He walks in. He's got something in his hands. But he comes over towards you, Carson, and right on that footlocker right there, he drops a box, and you're aware of what this is. This is your rations. And then he drops them, walks back, and starts heading towards the door.
I assume Kato put the wad in.
Kato,
right,
did you put the wad in there?
Yeah, while he was moving to the Foot Locker, I would step towards the door, kind of between him and the door.
Okay.
If my goal would be to quietly stuff that in there and block the door and see what his kind of what his response is if he can't just go right out the door.
Okay, so you're staying where you are?
Yes.
Okay. So he just stands there and idly staring at you.
Okay. And the door is open behind me?
No, it is closed.
Okay. This is the one.
Kato. I just let him go, Kato.
This is the one from the end of the hall, right? From the
You don't know.
straight back, the one that we could see that was making.
You don't know.
Okay, you don't, because they all look the same.
Can you turn around and look, Kato?
That's a good point. I will turn around. Not keen on turning my back to the thing, but I'll turn around to look what I can see out the door.
Okay, you attempt to look out the window, but it's covered in blood. You can't see anything. Is anybody else doing anything while this is happening?
No, I'm not doing anything.
I'm just watching its behavior. I'm just kind of like watching from behind, seeing does it have anything on its belt? Does it have anything like visible that we can see that would be removable from it while it's not looking?
Nope, it's just wearing a jumpsuit.
Is it, what color are its eyes currently?
It's blue.
Okay.
Hey, Kato, I just let it leave.
Blue is not openly hostile, right? It just is.
Status quo.
Okay. I'll step to the side and let it pass.
Okay. So you hear the door click, and he moves forward, opens it, and leaves. And the door shuts behind him. And latches shut.
Hey, Cap.
Even with our little wad in there?
Well, that plan was.
Well, like, give a try pulling on it. Try pulling on the door. See if it opens.
There is now.
Just gently pull it.
There is. Oh, actually, no. I'll hold it.
Well,
Hey, Kato, why don't you clean off that glass so we can see out? Here, I had him a piece of cloth from the bed.
I, using the mom method of spit and polish, I try to clear off as big of a spot in the window as I can manage.
Okay. Yeah, and you do. It takes you a few minutes because it's kind of dry by now, but you get it clear enough to be able to look out. And when you do, you see that working Joe across the hall staring right back at you. And you can see well enough to see the other two are still standing there as well.
I wave.
You don't get any reactions.
Okay, try pulling on the door. See if it opens.
or push it, whichever way you saw it close.
It opens it.
Okay. I attempt to lightly pull the door.
Okay. When you do, it appears to be locked.
Hey, Captain. You got a sec? My brain's spinning over here, but didn't you pull the memory card from Andromeda?
I did.
Where is that located inside? Is it easy to...
It's in my pocket.
No. Like, inside of Andromeda, where was it?
Oh. I tell him where it was.
Well,
Yeah.
do you think
That's fine.
do you think we could plug her into the guy that keeps bringing us food?
I don't even know if their systems are compatible. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's possible. And I don't know if it's just as easy as sliding it
My
in some open
brain's
slot in his back.
just spinning here, so I'm just throwing out whatever
Right.
bounces around between these ears, and I lay back down.
It's been some time now. You all are starting to feel a little hungry. And thirsty. Does anybody want to do anything?
I guess I'll go over to the box of rations and divvy out some food and water, but, just keep it minimal so we can stock up on as much as we can.
Okay. So now you all have 2 food consumables and 2 water consumables. Actually, I should say it this way: you have 8 of 8 food and 8 water. You can divvy them up as you want to.
Captain, I think we should vote on if everyone is gonna make it needs this food.
I roll my eyes at Cable and just ration out 2. And when I hand him his food and water, I do it with force.
Oh.
I am gonna go back to the bathroom and try to see if I can see that working through the bed.
Okay.
So consumables, we have 2 food and 2 water,
Yeah.
and those go on the character sheet under consumable. I see that now.
Correct. And when you want to consume, I'm going to need you to roll both. And all you have to do is click on the button that's on the sheet, and it'll roll it for you.
All right.
Oh,
As soon as I get water, I'm gonna tip one of them back and just drain it.
Okay.
So I click it.
Yeah. So
And
the way this works is, I don't know how, but you still have enough.
I was
All right,
very careful.
Yep.
I'm going to consume food, so I'll click it.
Okay. Good.
All right.
I guess I will eat also.
But we have to eat and drink, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat my lunch and my water.
I didn't click water.
You guys are magical.
Woohoo!
I mean, mine will go belly up. Okay, so food and water.
Oh. Kato uses
What?
all his water.
Oh, that's what that means.
You were real thirsty.
I said, am I good?
Yeah. You didn't consume any.
I will. Kato, you looked a little thirsty there, and I think you spilled some of your water. If later on you need one, just let me know.
Thank you, sir.
So now I'm gonna head to the bathroom and try to find that bed. Look at that bed.
All right.
Do I see his eyes still?
You do not see any eyes. No.
Can I do an investigation check to figure out how these vents are openable? Because I assume there's an vent. They're bars, aren't they? You said.
They are. They're bars, and they're barely wide enough to where you could stick your arm in and maybe get to your elbow.
So can I see? Is there a way these things? I assume these things have to be accessible at times. Can I try to figure out how they are?
Sure. Give me an observation check. Okay. You take a look at the bars that are They look like they're, I don't know the technical words for them, but it looks like maybe they come probably from the bottom or maybe the top. And
Retractable.
yeah, thank you. Right, they're retractable bars. Yeah.
So like do they look like they get like it's an automatic thing that opens them, or does it look like something that's like a mechanical way, or is it something to be unscrewed?
Give me a heavy machinery check. Yeah, you try to figure it out, but you're not quite sure.
I go, hey, Kato, can you come here real quick?
Well, when I tried that trick, somebody got their arm broken. But yeah, I wander into the bathroom to see Cable crawling around on the floor like a slug.
Yeah, and I'm going through this weird liquid. There's like a weird liquid on the floor.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink that.
Like,
Well, and I yell out, "It is a bathroom."
yeah, it's just clear unless somebody's been drinking a lot of water, which Kato has been. But can I look to see what this clear liquid I've been laying in? I guess by design. Yeah, like do I have like an observation of like if I might have seen it before?
So now that we're talking about it, stream isn't. It's like not that, or the water. The liquid is not far out from the vent. It's maybe a few inches out. So you wouldn't be laying in anything.
Oh, okay. How thick is it? Is it like thick? If I touch it, is it thick?
If you touch it, it feels like water.
Feels like water.
Yeah.
I'll smell it.
Okay. Smell it, and it does have a faint chemical smell to it.
Does it seem something like something I would recognize?
Give me let's give me another observation.
Now, can I assist him with that?
Yeah.
So I just do the same roll?
No, it would give him a +1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Kato, do you know how these bars open?
I can take a look and see.
Mm-hmm. So you, Cable, it smells like a what do you call it? Yes, yeah. It smells like a gas. It's got a gas smell to it.
How much is there? Like, does it seem like it's pooling out from the vents, or does it just seem like it's like the vents have a lot in it and it's pulling out through there, or does it just seem like it's there? Like,
it looks like wherever it ends, closest to you, is where it started, and then went back into the vent.
all right. Did you ever figure out how these bars work, Kato?
Carson, you doing anything while this is happening?
I'm gonna actually go in the bathroom and ask what they're doing.
We'll say that you walked in the middle of this, and you just kind of
just to say, it's always gonna look bad. I'm always on the ground, and everyone's always above me. It's never gonna look good, people.
We're space truckers. It's fine.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to look at the situation, the bars, the gas, heavy machinery, or observation?
Oh wait, so for which one?
The bars.
The bars?
The
Yeah,
bars.
heavy machinery. Yeah, you're not able to determine how they operate.
Yep, those are bars.
Yeah, I figured that one out.
Here,
I appreciate you looking.
let me take a look.
We determined they were bars, Captain, so you don't have to worry about that part.
You are not able to determine these bars.
Yep, still bars.
Do you guys find anything else?
Yeah, there's this weird liquid too. It kind of smells like gas.
You think that's what they were gassing us with, like a residue?
Let me reiterate. I just clarify that a little bit. Not like gasoline, but like a gas. It's just got a gas smell to it.
Chemically smell.
Gassy.
Does it? If I look around this thing, does it look like there's somewhere like you would scan a key card on one of these bar areas to like open the bars?
No, you do not see anything like that.
I'm gonna just kind of stick my hand into the vent
Mm-hmm.
and kind of feel around the edges of the bar area to see if I feel anything.
Okay. So you stick your arm in there and you're kind of like feeling around and stuff like that, and you do feel something. So you're kind of like, trying to really get a feel for what it is there. But while you're doing that, you feel something soft and moist on the back of your hand.
Pull my hand back in really quick and look at my hands.
When you do, you see a working Joe staring at your face with his tongue hanging out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Somehow that's more disturbing than all of the rest of this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the most disturbing thing that's happened in this entire game.
The pit is full of perverted working Joes.
I punch through the grates at the bunch of burritos face.
You
Like a reactionary, like punch.
You managed to get a little. I mean, you only got like this much arm in there, so there's not much to it. And he just kind of goes and whimpers back away and backs up, and you just see his little eyes glowing.
Okay.
What color?
They're blue.
I'm gonna put my hand back in and feel around again.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feel around the area that you were feeling before, and let's do another observation roll.
This time he puts your whole fist in his mouth.
Oh. Oh man. Oh God. You observed his tongue.
So yeah, you're feeling around, and you're pretty much able to determine that it's just a part of the wall. Feels different. There's no significance to it.
Even though it feels different there.
Mm-hmm. It's just like maybe like a little bump out or something like that. Like the structure of the wall.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not anything else. Like there would be anything else, I would just say, yeah, it could be something. It's just.
Yeah, you rolled well enough to determine that it's nothing important. Yeah.
So I don't feel any way that this thing opens from the outside, like from that other side, right? Like I'm just feeling along. It just feels like wall.
You do. You hear the working Joe. He's like hissing at you and stuff like that.
I hiss back at it. Whatever sound it makes, I make that same sound back.
It's getting way weird.
You two, Kato and Carson, are just observing
I
Cable.
leave.
I'm watching Cable have a battle of wits with a robot.
I'm gonna go check on board.
Yeah.
But my idea was dumb. Yeah, that.
Alright, well. Now there's another vent at the other side, isn't there?
Yes.
I am going to go do the exact same thing again.
Okay, so while you're on your way over there, Carson, you arrive over at Ward.
I'm asleep.
You're asleep? Okay.
Oh.
As soon as everybody left, I was like, oh, nothing else to do.
I lick the back of his arm. No, I'm just kidding.
Thanks.
All right, let's get weird.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna go over here and hang out on this bed for a little bit.
Okay. All right, Cable, you head over to the other vent. Looks like, or Cable. That's a Cable. You head over to the other vent. Kato, you follow along. And you're checking out that vent.
Anything else seem unique about it?
When you go to this one, the only thing that's unique about it is you don't see any liquid.
I wonder if there's a possibility it comes into this room through that vent. Kato.
Could be. You're saying it goes out through one side and comes in the other?
No, but maybe it just goes in here for some reason. I mean, it's weird. Licked my hand. Who knows? Maybe it's just fascinated. I don't know.
Well, it's
Is there a way for me to prop myself up and like either look underneath the stall? Is there like, do the stalls go all the way to the ground?
Do the stalls go? You mean the
walls in between
walls?
each stall?
Yeah, we'll say that they do.
There's a toilet above this vent, I assume.
It kind of sits to the side a little bit.
I am going to go prop myself on that toilet and just lean against like wherever I can to be comfortable as I can be.
Okay. All right.
What were you saying, Kato? Sorry.
I'm curious what you were doing on the toilet, but
Are you?
we're not hearing the noises down here that we heard upstairs, that I recall.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering is there's some liquid on the other side of this vent, which means it's... I'm going to look up. Is there anything I see up that would be like causing a drip down onto like that area?
No, you do not see anything on the wall. However, as you're doing that, you do hear the working Joe inside the vent. Sounds like he's getting further away. It's getting further away.
I'm just going to sit on this toilet as long as physically possible and see if I hear him coming back.
As you do that, you except for you, Ward, you all feel a very, very faint rumble. And the lights flicker just a little bit.
That was new.
I yell out. So I think we should try blocking the door next time.
When you guys found Imogen on the space station, where did you find her? Where was she hiding?
In like a thing, like a weird well, not safe, but almost like a cabinet, wasn't it? It was like something we opened and she was in there, wasn't it?
I think it was a
You're
secret
in
compartment, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only speaking up because I know we'd all remember that.
Yeah.
Do these beds that we're sleeping in, do they have wheels or are they just straight into the ground?
They're just yes. They just sit on the floor
Okay.
sometimes.
Hey, Imogen, best friend ever.
So
If you're around, give me a sign.
do you know that feeling when you take your hands and you cup your ears and press real hard
Uh-huh.
and then quickly let
Yeah.
go? You all feel that, and it wakes you up, Ward.
Are we
That's the air pressure change.
are we in like a spaceship?
Well, must be. And we're moving.
That's not great news.
I'm gonna stay on my toilet watching that vent to see if anything comes through it or
When you are you looking? You're looking. What are you doing, Cable?
I am sitting on the toilet staring at that vent.
Okay. All right. The weird thing is, Kato, you're still in the other bathroom.
No, I followed him into that bathroom. He and I are both in the same
Oh, okay.
same bathroom.
Well, the two of you notice that it's quieter than before.
Quieter in like what way?
You don't hear the working Joes. They've been busy in there. You know, they're constantly making hissing noises and
In
walking
the top.
around. Yeah, inside the vents.
Hey kid, can you get me a whole bunch of like extra bedding that we don't need?
Sure. Okay. I'm going to go out to the main room.
Mhm.
Tell the captain what we've been doing, what we've noticed.
Okay.
Captain, have you checked on the working Joes out front?
So I'm actually at the door checking on that as we speak.
Okay. Ward, by the way, you're awake.
Okay.
You
Is
notice that?
Is my brain coherent enough to be registering everything, or am I still out there?
Yeah, you're feeling a little bit better. I mean, you're not great, but you're feeling better. Like if you, for
All right,
instance,
I'm gonna try to get up. I'm gonna try to get up then.
You're gonna. Well, okay. Give me a mobility check.
All right.
No. Give me a straight agility check. Agility check. You just click on agility instead of the skill.
Ah.
So you try to stand up, but you fall. You're just a little bit dizzy still.
All right. Kind of brace myself on the edge of the bed and pull myself back up and realize it's not my time yet.
Right as you fall, or I should say, right after you fall, Carson, you turn around to look at him, but then you look back outside and you see that the working Joes are gone.
Cool. Hey guys, the working Joes are gone.
Do I hear that in the bathroom?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he says it loud enough.
I crawl out of the bathroom. Try putting a key card around. Remember how like on one place the key card was like almost hidden in the spot? Try putting a key card around the edge of that door as much as possible. Maybe it'll open up. Maybe it'll read from the other side.
Okay.
Did they leave?
I'll just eat.
What was? No, I'm just kind of
Wave
yelling
the
out.
key card around the door.
While they're doing this, I'm yelling out. Did they leave?
They did.
Maybe the air pressure was a ship taking off.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna wave the key card around the door, and then I'm gonna try to open the door to see if that anything changed with the door.
So as you're waving that card around, you notice something on the card itself.
Okay, I look at the card.
So when you look at the card, there is some text on it that says control room. But waving around here seems to have no effect.
And the door is still locked?
As of right now, it is still locked.
Can I try to look around the door to see if I knew a mechanism that would open the door?
Mm-hmm.
Observation check, I guess.
Observation. Yeah, so you take a look around and you what you notice is that the door has been modified some. And it looks like it's been modified in a way to prevent you from getting out from that side.
If the Joes are gone, can we just dig our way out through the hole where that dog was at?
Well, it was really hard to make any progress at that. I don't know if we have anything. All right, so I'm gonna
Man,
go over.
We got
and
chair
move-
pieces we can use.
I'm-
I mean, we don't have to worry
well,
about
I'm
noise
gonna-
anymore.
I'm gonna move that bed away from the wall again, where the hole was.
As you walk over there, the room begins to rumble in a dizzying cadence. Deep booms rattle your eardrums and rapidly compress your chest. The lights flicker on and off. All of these symptoms come in lesser and greater waves. After several seconds, everything falls still and quiet. It is as if you have been teleported from a war zone to a desolate moon. What do you do?
What do you mean? I'm confused.
I think that it really sounds like that feels like something flew really close overhead. Or a bunch of things flew really close overhead.
I want to look around the room. Has anything changed?
You don't notice anything's changed, no.
All right, so either we are like something. So we either are on a ship and we have left somewhere, or like I'm trying to keep my bearings here.
Wait, the whole facility could be a ship?
We don't even know if we're in the facility.
Yeah, we're making a huge
Well, the
assumption.
floor tiles look the same.
Yeah, well, yeah. That means nothing. I think our ship has the same floor tiles. I don't remember.
I try to shrug through the pain.
Yeah, I look at the floor tiles. Are they like just normal floor tiles? Does that really look good normal on the floor too? Like, is there anything that'd be like pull-upable or?
Pull-upable.
No. No, they look pretty solid, but as you're talking amongst yourselves and you're checking the floors, you hear this screeching sound. The screech sounds like nails on a chalkboard in the sound. And it gets louder and louder and louder until it comes like right in front of your door and keeps continuing down the hallway. And as that happens, you hear like this very light, like a very light, think like a M80, like an M80 kind of sack.
So we are in the facility still, probably because we saw the dog. Yeah, I don't know if they would. The dog wouldn't have left to probably go on a ship. So my assumption is that we're still in the facility.
Unless this facility is a ship.
Be a pretty big one. Okay, so we heard, and then
the door swings open a little bit.
Oh, awesome. Just a little bit. I'm gonna push on it.
Yep. And it pushes open.
Really? So all we had to do is just push on it and it opened?
You're definitely still not right. All right.
Follow behind whatever the captain's doing. I steer.
We're in business, boys. Who's ready to get out of here?
I'm ready. Let's go.
I'm going to down another thing of water here in preparation.
Okay.
Kato, you put him in this condition. You help him out of bed.
Captain, I'll crawl behind you.
All right.
Just help me out of bed. Once I'm up, I'll be good. Once I'm up, but
Kato, I'll lift you up and like hoist you up and.
I help Ward to his feet with his arm around my shoulders so we can make our way out of here since some horrific accident happened to him that we don't know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll let that go.
Stepping through the door.
Right behind him.
Give me just a sec. That is what you see, and as you're observing, when you look behind you, you notice that it looks like maybe some kind of cutting. It makes you think of a cutting torch. Two of them running along the wall across your door. You assume this is probably what opened your door. But when you walk outside, you just see a very, very large common area, and there are doors everywhere. The two doors next to the doors to the door you came out of look very similar to the door that you had. So you assume that they are probably also barracks. There's
Is
a
the door
couple.
look unique?
Yes. Let's see. You see, I should actually made. Well, I kind of left it up to you guys. Are you guys able to make notes on your map?
I know how. I know of.
No. Okay, I'll have to add it then for next time. So over here, do you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. There's a sign that says third floor. These doors, that one and that one, says to rec room. This door over here has a sign that says storage. This one on the other side of the room says mess hall. This door says control room.
Hey, Captain, can I suggest we go to the storage room and see if we can find our stuff?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I'm gonna stop at the cutting torch or whatever and see if that's something that could be reused.
Well, you don't see an actual cutting torch.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood.
You see the markings that like a cutting torch would make. It's like similar.
All right, I just kind of look around and I go, Imogen.
All right, I'm gonna go into the storage room.
Are you staying behind or?
No, sorry, I was playing with the note thing.
Yeah, I was trying to get mine to make notes too along the way.
Yeah, I was able to write something, but I can't get rid of it now that I wrote it.
Yeah, and on mine, when I wrote something, it just disappeared. Like I tried changing the text color and things.
But you might want to let me do anything with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you click and hold and then type, it'll actually create something there.
Somebody wrote.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go. I did get it. Okay.
Oh wait. Oh, okay. Now it's oh wait. Now mine. Oh no.
Right.
Go away though.
Yeah.
You have to write it where you can see. If you write it inside the fog of war, you'll lose it.
That's
okay.
what I did. Okay.
If you guys click onto it with your clicker button, you could edit.
Oh,
I prefer it for you guys to keep notes, so we can do it that way.
on the map.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Now this one's.
So it didn't really actually have signs, but
Oh. No, I'm carrying Ward down to the storage room with them. I figure it's best if we stay somewhat together.
Yeah, what's going on in storage? Is there a door or like a window to the storage unit? Or is it just the door?
so this door is large. It's larger than it's like the size of two doors. It's one big door. That looks like it opens upwards. So you try to open it, but it is locked.
I guess control room sounds like a great idea.
That's where we have the key card too.
You have a key card.
Yep.
Did
I usually, I assume you have a key card. Only
Maybe we can open the storage room from the control room.
Maybe. Let's go.
I don't know if you wanted that back.
No, I drug it away.
did we look in the barracks as we passed to see if there were any other visitors? Guests, I guess, would be the.
Sure, if you want to take all that time.
We'll make our way down the hall. You guys go to the control room. I'm going to look through the glass of the first barracks door.
All right. If you need anything, scream.
All right, can I move around on my own now, or am I still?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can.
All right. I'm gonna try to get into this control room.
Okay, before you do that, Kato, you look in that window, and you see remnants of, or you see no. You see, it looks like some of the bedding's been chewed up.
Like
And it's been used.
chewed up like an animal.
Yes.
Like.
Yep.
Okay. Is man, this is a dumb idea. Is the I pull on the door. Does the door open?
Okay, so yeah, you try to open it, but it is locked. You don't see any movement or anything like that. It looks identical to the room you were in.
Other than the chewed up.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't see any signs of any other movement or habitation.
No.
Okay. Well, as they're going into the control room, I'll move and look at the other one as I make my way down the hall.
Okay. As you're making your way to the next room, Ward, what are you looking at?
I figured I'd just go across the hall and look through that door.
Okay, yeah, so you look in through there, and you see actually, I can show it to you. Show you what you saw too, Kato. You see a hallway. And Kato, you saw. Did that work?
Nope.
Not.
Of course it didn't. Good job.
There, that worked. That worked. We can see I can see. Yeah, there.
I'll give that to you.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's what you saw.
All right, let's open this control room.
Hold on. Ward, you Okay, so you're moving over there.
Yeah, I just ran over there. Yeah, you can pause anytime you want to, but I'm just going to look and run.
Okay, so while you two are making your way, Carson and Cable, you reach the control room.
All right. Is there a spot for a key card?
There is.
I use the key card.
And door unlocked.
And I walk in.
I'm just going to erase the doors when you open them. Okay. Do you see? Feel area.
So you know that works really well. All right.
All right. Yeah. It does.
What is that back against the wall?
Yeah, but are we supposed to see what's against that wall?
What's that?
Bloody mess vent system.
Bloody mess.
That's what it looks like.
Right.
I think it's red light. Maybe is the what it's intending. Looks like blood splatter. Looks like something
It
exploded.
does, but now that I'm
Looks like
clicking
air,
it, it's
like
not
air
doing
vents.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the aura around the door, so you can see the doors. There's two doors back there. Yeah, it just looks like red mist when you're zoomed all the way out, like there was like
Yeah,
a giant.
yeah, so we got a shotgun blast against it.
Oh, weird. I didn't even notice that.
I am gonna crawl around
Colorblind for the wind.
and look around. Like, what is this big thing inside?
Okay, so hold on. So you walk in a little bit more.
Yeah.
So, what you see in front of you is basically a control center. You both are very aware of what this is. I mean, this basically controls the whole building.
Is there like video cameras or anything, or is it just like open
It's
source?
terminals and or not maps, but there's terminals and like the screen is just like a holographic screen kind of thing.
All right.
Displays information.
Is this a doorway over here?
Yeah.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna walk in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna go play at the terminal.
Anything up here? There we go.
That
All right.
that little opening there should not be there.
Okay.
So just ignore that.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the terminal as well and see if I can make out what does what.
Okay. Pause there for a second. Back to you, Kato.
Okay. Same thing. Just looking to see what I can see down in the barracks here.
Okay. You see that is what you see.
Okay. Nothing jumps out at me.
Oh yeah. You see a pair of legs.
Oh, on the bed. Okay, there we
Uh-huh.
go. I see it now. I thought that was just the bedding.
Looks like somebody's laying in the bed.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I will head to the control room to let the captain know what I saw before I do anything dumb like trying to open the door.
Okay. All right, so you start heading your way to the control room. Ward, what are you up to?
I was just looking in this window
Okay.
down here.
You see? Nope, that's the wrong one. toward hall, but you can kind of tell. See, you would be looking this way, so it would be to your 2 wards left. You would be able to tell it looks like there's a stairwell. You can't tell which way it's going, but it says 3rd floor, so you're probably thinking up.
Okay.
That's all you see.
All right, I'm just gonna make my way down this hallway, and I'll look in all those windows before I get back up to the control room. So however you wanna.
You want to look in every single one? Okay.
Yeah, I was just walking down and glancing in.
All right. Well, I'll.
Flicks up, bitch.
Just the legs.
That's what the room's called. Pair of legs on bed.
I'll give you that for now. Okay, so back to the terminal. All right, so there should be. I'm going to give you guys a handout. Make sure I got it all right. So before I show this to you guys, I tried to do what you're about to see in Roll20, and it was a freaking nightmare. So I had to take it into my own hands and use an external source. So you should open it up. You should see a link.
Mm-hmm.
What are we opening up?
It's sorry, it's under player handouts, and then under LV779,
Uh-huh.
and there should say Apollo Terminal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
Oh, there we go.
Everything you see is what you have access to. I got this idea at 3 o'clock today, and I was like, I gotta hurry up and build this. So I wish I could have made it better, but this is what I was able to do in a little time. It's just, man, Roll20 is way too finicky. So this is the terminal screen. And if you haven't figured it out, if you click on
Yeah,
one of the
I'm
bars,
reading.
it'll expand.
Oh, okay.
If you click on that bar again, it'll close it.
Okay, there we go. Well,
Can I unlock the barracks? What happens if I click on barracks to unlock the barracks?
So this is the other downside to this. I have to manually change it on my end. I was gonna write a script to make it so you guys could do it, but I just haven't done it.
I want to unlock. If I could unlock it, I want to unlock. Captain's might be like, "What the hell are you
Cable's
doing?"
just like, you're just letting everything out, no matter
Yep.
what it is.
Unlock,
That's it.
unlock all.
Carson, you're just gonna let him push buttons.
Yeah,
Right.
just hold off on that. Hold off on doing it. Don't press anything.
Yeah, just looking.
All right.
What happens if we click the behavioral mode and make the working Joes work? Take off the hostile part.
that was my thought as well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to go into the working Joe configuration and change it to neutral.
Okay.
No, but on work. Maybe they'll open doors. And maybe they'll move around.
Whose name was on the card? Is there any numbers on the card that we used to get in?
I just put it in the terminal, open the door.
So it doesn't say who it thinks we are?
I don't know. Joe, I look at the key card that I have and see if it has a name on it.
No, you do not see a name.
Does it have a number?
No. So yeah, you try to change that, but it gives back an error saying you don't have access.
Is there a place to put the key card into?
On the terminal. Is there a place to insert the key card into the terminal?
There is a key card slot, yes.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay. When you insert it, it says invalid card type.
Okay. I'll pull that back out. Just curiosity, under the room access, I'm going to try to unlock storage room 2A and see what it says.
Okay. So yeah, you try to open up room 2A and it comes back and says employee 50384 authorization required.
Okay.
Hey, Captain, what if we unlock the second floor? We can't get the second floor. What if we unlock...
We're on
I
the
think
second
he's
floor, I
in
think.
the.
Oh, you're right. Well, no, we can't. The second floor. The mess. Oh wait, yeah, mess hall. Yeah.
Maybe this 50384 is locked up in one of the barracks rooms.
Yeah, there's a set of legs in the barracks room next door.
All right.
Hey, Cable, did you hear that? There's a extra set of legs in there.
Hey,
Oh,
guy's got an arm. We might be in business.
I start crawling over there. Hey, Captain, unlock it. I'll go get my legs.
I want to take a look around this room and see if we can find anything of use, maybe as a weapon or just check anything you can. You want us to do observation, Joe?
No,
Okay.
you search around the room. You take a little bit of time. But you do not find anything of interest.
Okay.
I'm gonna crawl underneath this ladder and see what that ladder looks like.
Okay. Is anybody else doing anything while this is happening?
I'm wandering and looking,
Okay.
but I'm looking for medical supplies.
So would we know? I assume we would know, or at least I would do Wey-Yu. We would know who Seegson is.
Yes, you all are familiar with Seegson. It's your competition.
Yeah, that's what I was picking up.
Yeah.
Just wasn't sure if everybody else had been aware of that from my recollection, they are a smaller version of Wey-Yu.
Correct. They're kind of like your knockoff brand, you know.
Hmm.
And from what you know, they don't have as good of neither is Wey-Yu. They have their own reputation.
Which kind of starts to explain some of this, that this is hostile corporate action rather than that means other people knew what our cargo may have been.
Gotcha. All right, so should we open these barrack doors and see what pops out or what we find?
Well, wait. What's this ladder?
Oh, right. Yeah, the ladder. Sorry. My roll 20 kicked me out, and I'm trying to get back in. Okay, I'm back in. Ladder. Okay, yeah. So you go to that ladder, and it's a ladder that leads up. However, there is a hatch that is closed
Well, I'm gonna look
at the top.
Well,
If you've seen the
yeah.
I've seen the Alien movies, you know, if you remember the hatches from like the first Alien movie that go up and down, they have the
Eye holes, kind of.
yeah, right. That's what that looks like. It's kind of the same with the Halifax. This is the same idea too.
All right, to the barracks we go, guys.
All right, so I am going to take a deep breath and unlock the barracks if I
Okay.
can.
So looking at the logs, I guess we were all kind of looking over the shoulder with the logs. Like, are we concerned about what it did right before it locked the barracks this last time, or are we just gonna?
Nope, not worried.
Nope. Okay.
Just
Because Ward is used to looking at paperwork to try to figure out what's going on, so he's looking at this going, huh.
Well, let's see. Barracks were locked. Access rights were revoked. Barracks got unlocked and relocked. Oh, that's just able. It's no big deal.
okay.
So
The only option, honestly.
if you refresh your browser, it should say unlocked now. It is unlocked.
Okay.
And I should explain too that if you press on any other buttons that have the parentheses next to it, that's the response you get.
Gotcha. All right, let's go see who these pair of legs belong to.
Well, you assume that's the barracks. We haven't actually determined 100%.
Right.
It wasn't before Ward got to the control room, wasn't he supposed to be looking at all these other windows?
Yeah. We're getting to now. The mess hall. That's what you see. This store, these two down here, straight across from the control room, do not have windows.
Okay.
All right, so let's see if we can open this door to this pair of legs on bed.
Okay. The door opens.
All right, everyone.
After you,
When the
Captain.
door opens, a wave of death
Nice.
emanates from that room and nearly knocks you out.
Don't think those legs are going to be useful.
You sure?
Let's just go see if there's anything useful on them. I approach the bed slowly.
As you walk in,
So does Ward.
So there's a cable. Cable's in there.
why is this happening? Just go ahead and all right.
Multiple legs on bed.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait a second. Okay. So there are bodies scattered throughout the room, as you can see. All the bodies in this room have. It looks like somebody placed a grenade inside of their chest and it exploded. So their chest cavity has exploded outwards. And
Hey,
there,
Captain, whatever they tried to do to get out of here did not work.
there are dead. Actually, no. There are some spider toys laying on the floor around you. All of the bodies also look like they have been partially chewed on. The bodies are wearing jumpsuits with seegson patches. One of the employees has a seegson order form that shows an order of Working Joes placed by LV779.
We'll look to see if they have. So they have badges on them. Can we take their badges
Patches.
or patches?
With a P. Patches.
Like what,
You know,
what do you mean?
like patches on the jumpsuit.
Like
Yes.
you recognize the badge?
Hmm?
Seeks.
Oh,
Yeah, like
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
patch. Yeah.
Yes, they don't have name tags on them.
Right.
Do we
Okay.
do
I'm
we
going to
do we see
search-
boxes in the room like they had been delivered food and stuff, or does it look like a totally different situation?
This looks different.
All right, I'm gonna start searching.
Yeah, me too. I'll search one. He can search one.
I'll search the third.
So the bodies.
Yep.
Yeah, to see if there's anything in the pockets or.
Okay. Yeah. So the three of you search these bodies, and you don't find anything of interest on them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Are
check
these-
this room over here.
All right, and then I'm gonna check this room right here.
Okay. Kato, where are you at?
I'm still in the control room. I can smell that from here. I don't need to be a part of that.
Okay. While you're standing there, you just notice that it's just really quiet. It's oddly quiet. So here, did that work? No, it
Yep.
didn't.
Yep.
Oh, it did?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And
Is there
then,
anything of a note in this room?
you do not find anything.
Yeah.
Let's do this, Carson. That's what you see
Okay.
so far.
I'm gonna check that body for anything.
Okay, this body looks similar to the other ones.
Okay.
Same thing. You also see a spider toy sitting next to it.
I'm gonna pick up the spider toys. They have the same shit written on it that the other ones did previously.
So, well, no. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You pick it up, and it's weird because it surprises you. This thing is organic. This is not a toy.
Oh, I was thinking the rubber spider toy.
No,
Okay.
that's what you thought it was.
Okay.
But when you picked it up, you realized that this is real. This is not a toy.
Okay, so I'm gonna put that down.
And
I'm gonna put that down now.
when you picked it up, you notice there's a couple little burn spots on the floor.
Gotcha. Fun. All right. So I'm gonna creep around this corner.
Yeah, right. See, did that work?
Yeah, just toilet.
Okay, yeah, it's just a toilet.
And I'll walk further down.
And you get here, just like the other bathrooms, or the bathrooms that you had. This stall has the vents,
Mhm.
same kind of vents that are barred shut.
Mm-hmm.
The only difference is this one of the bars is protruding through this guy's neck.
Oh,
It looks like it's shut on his neck.
gotcha. I'm gonna check his pockets too for anything.
You can't get your hand in there very
Okay.
far. However, his patch, which has Seekson on it, has the number 50384 on it. While you're thinking that over, cable ward.
I checked this other room, this other bathroom.
Okay. You checking out the whole thing?
Yeah, I'll just keep walking in there,
Crawling in there.
crawling in there.
You pick the wrong door. There's nothing exciting in here. Kato ward.
I'm trying to figure out what actually happened with these bodies.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it's any kind of explosion outward from inside is causing wards and pause.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Give me a medical aid roll. Your broken arm does not affect anything, right? With
Don't
that
think so. I think it's just mobility.
mobility. Okay. So you take a minute. You take a minute and examine the chest cavity of this, and not only does it doesn't look like any kind of like explosion or anything. It actually there are markings to suggest that there are teeth and claws, albeit very small, but it you are gathering that something came out of this body, something organic, something alive.
I look down at the toys on the floor. Are they about the same size as the hole in the chest?
They are not. And by the way, you still think they're toys.
So.
Oh, I just see 3 toys on the ground and 3 bodies. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk past and pick up that weird thing, even though I don't want to. The spider.
Oh, okay.
And then bring it out. Go over to Ward. And I'm gonna say, so, thought this was a toy, but it seems to be, or it once was, a living thing. Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Dan, give me a agility, straight agility check.
Straight agility. Where is my agility?
Dead center. To the left.
Oh, cool.
I'm sorry. Not. Give me Yeah, no. Go ahead, agility. So in the middle of your talking, you feel a burn sensation on your arm, and it is painful, and it is.
So I, in reaction, drop thing.
Yeah.
And grab wherever it's hurting on my arm and wince in pain.
Yeah. As you do that, you notice it is eating your skin, and when you put your hand on it, your hand starts to burn too.
I'm gonna immediately take some water out and try to dump it on it. So I guess I use one of my waters for that.
Perfect. Yep. So
of course.
Yeah. Yep.
Why not?
You just got unlimited water. But anyway, so that does help. It washes it off. But you do have an open wound on your arm right now. I would say go ahead and take away 1 health, and add 1 stress.
Did it look like it was dripping on him, or like?
Well, when the spider hits the floor, you hear a sound, and there's like a little bit of smoke coming up.
I'm sure it smells even better in that room now since the flesh burned.
Ward, you know what this is.
I do.
Well, you have a good guess, I should say, of what it is, based on what's happening, what it's doing.
Oh yeah. The action of what's doing. Yeah. So I don't think we need to get the stuff on us. For sure. What else did you find in that bathroom?
Jesus Christ, this fucking burns. There's 2 bodies. One is like the ones we found out here, but the other one, his head's impaled by one of the bars on the vent, and I think I found our 50384 authorized personnel person.
So we've got 4 bodies with gaping holes in their chests. And 4 of these, I guess they're not toys. I'm gonna kind of use my foot to try to kind of fold over the legs to see what it would look like if it was curled up. Does it look like it would get small enough to get inside one of these holes?
Oh, no,
If it was folded up?
it does not.
I'm gonna head back to the control room.
Yep.
Out.
While this is all going on.
Okay. You can finish. You can finish forward. And
Well, I was like, logic suggests you find 4 objects and then 4 cadavers with holes in their chest that these objects came out, but I don't know.
Do these spider things look like what we saw inside of Imogen?
Yeah, GM, do they?
She had an egg inside of her, didn't she?
No, it's a thing
She
that
had
we
a
can see
like
inside.
a chamber or
yeah.
something.
But we
He
can see
had-
into the chamber slightly.
yes, she had an egg.
Was it?
hmm
Yeah.
Inside
Or-
of a
All right,
cylinder.
at that, I'm going to look in to see if there are any eggshell type stuff in the chest cavities of these guys.
Inside the chest cavity. So you take a look inside. Give me another medical aid roll. So you kind of get in there a little bit more looking. You don't find any eggs, but you do find like a movement pattern that looks like, since the inside of this is exploded.
From the inside.
The chest, the lungs are kind of like pushed out, and the stomach is exploded, and you can tell by looking in the stomach area that it looks like path goes towards the esophagus.
Can I?
These guys had very violent babies. I don't like that.
Can I? So the one that I dropped. So first of all, I walk over to a clean bed and I wrap my arm up
Mm-hmm.
to cover the wound with some linen.
Okay.
And then I try to like gently kick one over. Like I get down and like look at it, but like I want to look at it on all sides, and I just personally want to do like, even though I'm not a doctor, I just want to look at it and I guess check it out and see if I notice anything like that stands out about it that like could help connect some of these dots where we have these spiders, and my brain's trying to say spiders. Ward was looking, saying that they had a baby. I just want to try to make connections.
Gotcha.
So
Those things got claws on them or anything? I kind of yell over to the captain.
So what side are you looking at of the?
I'm gonna look at both sides. So I want to like look at one side, and then I probably would like probably get up and like kick it over with my foot, and then get back down on my all fours and like really look at it.
Okay.
So you want me to do observation or medical, or what do you want me to do?
Well, Cable and Kiddo, I'll get to you in a minute. So you look at the top of it first. You don't need to roll anything for this because nothing stands out to you except that it's just ugly. This thing's got several fingers coming out of it, and there's like no head and basically a long tail. That is all you see.
Okay.
So then you kick it over, and it's a whole other story. The bottom of this thing it looks like it's exposed. You know. Give me a medical aid. No.
Oh shit.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. No, I'll keep it at that. Okay. So you hear Ward say, did you say something about fingers?
Yeah, asking if these things had claws or anything like that.
Yeah, so that is very apparent now. You see that. So you relay that information to him, to Ward. And then when you kicked it over, you heard a sizzle, and you see that the floor is melted. So that is telling you that you probably don't want to touch it, obviously, underneath it, on this side of it. And you do see, it looks like organs of some sort, but you can't really tell what they do or anything like that. And that's about as much information as you get off that.
Hey, I guess I'm just kind of watching him as he does this. I'll walk him. Hey, Captain, Captain, I got an idea. What's coming? Is it like a goo that's coming off of these things that's causing this it's causing the acid burns, or is it blood, or what is it?
So to test said theory, they're all in the bed. I was gonna just I'm gonna grab another piece of linen, and I'm just gonna rub like the surface of it, and see if like rubbing the surface of it makes the linen smoke or anything.
Okay. So we'll say you start with the tail of it, and just wipe it over top of it, and you don't notice anything, so you keep going up, and as you get to where like the organs are, or the open area, and go over top of that, you still don't get any reaction. But when you get over it and you start going towards like the fingers, you notice that there is a small wound that is looks like it probably drips some kind of substance. So you rub it over there, and when you touch that, it does.
Okay.
It melts.
Oh, okay. All right. So it must be something that's in their blood. While disturbing, we might be able to work with this. How many of these things we got?
We got
four of them. Let's see if we can wrap them up in some pillowcases. We might be able to use that to our advantage should we encounter something that we can't open in the future.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, but please, let's be really, really careful. And I just kind of point to my...
Oh, definitely.
Okay, and jump over to Cable and Kato. So, Cable, you come running into the
crawling into
the control room.
Kato's still crawling around.
Kato is just kind of like standing there at the entrance, so he's just watching you crawl over.
Hey, Kato, I have an idea.
Okay.
Why don't you go stand under that ladder? I wonder what happens if, so when I looked at these logs last time, I realized the second floor ventilation access is locked. Third floor isn't. And I'm wondering if that hatch technically leads to the third floor ventilation. So I'm wondering if we unlock the third floor ventilation, if there's a way we can access whatever that ladder is.
Okay.
So you just stand underneath the ladder, I'll hit the button.
I'm not going to stand directly underneath it. I'm going to stand kind of around the corner and eye the hatch.
And I hit the third floor ventilation.
Okay. You get a message. You probably see it. It should have been copied there, but it's not. But I'll just paste it there.
Okay.
Like I said, I put this together in like 2 hours, so I probably missed a couple little things.
So that's
fine.
okay. And we have 3.5.
That's the third floor ventilation access, isn't it? Right?
So
Correct.
Ventilation, not the doors. Ventilation.
Right.
can you open the second floor ventilation shaft?
Second floor is locked.
We need his
Yeah.
authorization. Did we look to see if this the vent in this room also barred? Did we look at that? I think so.
Why was I trying hitting the maintenance on button under configuration?
For the Working Joe, you get a message saying that unauthorized access.
If I try to put on the work too, I hit the buttons and see if that doesn't work, right?
It's all via unauthorized access.
Right.
And it doesn't give you any kind of clear indication of what kind you need.
Yeah. Alright, well, I give up. And I go crawling back to the captain.
Oh, look who comes crawling back.
I give up.
So, Cable, we're gathering up the spiders and putting them in pillowcases. Their blood is actually acidic. So
We have acidic blood?
they're not toys, they're living things.
Okay, never mind, I'm out.
Well, hey, wait.
Wait, how acidic is this stuff?
I show him my arm.
Ooh.
It is
Good,
nasty. It is
Hey,
nasty.
do you think I'll cut the bars where that got...
Well,
ventilation?
I have a question. It just made me think of something. The authorization that we need, do we have any idea how that authorization is taken on the terminal? Can we look? Is it a code that has to be popped in, or is it a thumbprint, or is it like an eyeball scan? Like, what is it?
It's a key. Your guess is probably a key card.
Key card?
So we
And
need
you
to find
said-
5038 person, right?
Yeah, so he's in the bathroom with his head currently crushed in a vent. Should we try to pull him
I go
out?
check that
Well,
out.
since
I go
it's
look.
access,
I appreciate how nonchalant that's become for us. Okay, he's in the bathroom with like bars to his head. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, so I look in because now I'm curious what he was talking about. So, like, what do I see when I look at the guy with the spike after the horror of seeing it?
Your best guess is that this ventilation was activated when he was laying in there.
If we can get the blood on these bars, do you think we can melt these bars off, Captain? And then just pull his body through?
It's possible. I'm just trying to think about how we're going to get blood out of these things without burning the shit out of ourselves.
guys, did anybody happen to have a torch on them for when we left the Halifax? Anybody have a cutting torch with them?
Just Andromeda, and hers wasn't with
Andromeda
her.
did.
Maybe we need to try to get into that supply room.
Yeah, it might be easier to try to get. Well,
Because if we
my only thought process is if we can get through those bars, like if we probably get some of that blood in the bars, and it can melt through those bars. That guy would open up if he has his key card, assuming he has his key card still on him somewhere.
yeah, well,
you
he
know.
was going to risk.
Well,
hands.
what if we wrap our hands up in linen as much as possible, like pretty thick, and figure out a way to get some of this blood on those bars. And if it starts burning linen, just take the linen off your hands.
In theory, I suppose that'll work.
Use the dead man's hands. Use his own hands. Wrap his hands in
I like that idea.
as an operative tool.
Yeah,
Actually,
we
we could take Andromeda's arm and just try to use it as like a claw and like try to like.
We have to get her arm off
There
his
is-
body.
That's true.
Are there any cups on the table over there?
I imagine it would melt through anything we put it in.
And cups.
Yeah.
There's no cups.
I was just thinking that
pick.
in time, or anything glass, because glass generally will hold most acids.
What's our water in plastic bottles?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, plastic.
man,
I was thinking if there were.
You still can't solve the plastic problem.
Yeah, glass or ceramic will probably work with something that's acidic of holding it.
I want to
so
try and I want to wrap my hands in aluminum.
All right.
Get one of those things and drag it over there and just see if I try to get some of the blood onto.
Do we need the guy that relies on his hands to move to be holding something that could burn his hands? Just thinking out loud.
Hey, Kato! Everyone should yell at Kato. Kato, come here. We need a party.
Kato, we need your uninjured hands.
Your hands are useless to him.
Yeah. No.
Are you with them, Kato?
No, I'm still in the control room.
You are? Okay.
So
Last thing I saw was Cable went slugging out into the hall to yell.
I'm going to try my plan. I'm going to try, we know where the blood comes from. On these things. We know there's a semi-safe spot. I'm going to wrap my hands really well in linen.
All right,
and I guess they're also spidery, so Captain's going to say, if you're going to do this, I would try to, grab...
Hold it by the non-wounded locations.
Yeah, hold it by... Make sure you're not touching any other wounds.
I'm ultra careful when I handle this thing. I'm looking at it, see where it is.
Rub it on there.
Wounds, and I'm going to try... Where I see the holes that really stuff dripping out. I'm going to try just rub it against the nose.
I'm standing by with my water bottle, ready to react at a moment's notice.
Okay, so first of all, you're grabbing one and taking one over, correct?
I'm gonna covered in linen. My hands are covered in linen, holding this thing by one little point that I know I see nothing on.
You're already on the floor, dude.
Yeah, and I'm gonna drag myself across the floor with this thing against, held outward from my body. It's literally a crawl with a hold by.
If this was a movie, it'd be Scary Movie at this point,
I'm fine with this.
You got a guy that's trying to be very super careful with something, dragging himself across the ground because he's.
As I'm dragging myself across the ground, I'm pushing this thing off the side. I still have one working leg, so one working leg kind of allows me to crawl a little.
All right, considering circumstances, I want you to give me an agility check with -3 modifier.
Oh God, you're about to be burned to hell.
I'm standing right there with him.
I should have just handed it to him.
Well, you didn't.
I know, because you had to go slugging it, as we've now coined it over there. Like a walrus dragging.
Where's agility?
It's right in the middle of your sheet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you grab this with everything, and you get your hands all wrapped up, and you're crawling over. However, you're finding it really difficult to juggle all of this, and you start to feel a burning sensation through your hands.
So as soon as I start to feel that a little bit, I immediately get that stuff off my hands. Drop those cloth right off.
So you drop everything, and you manage to get it off quick enough so you're not injured. However, you do see just little marks on your hands. And when you throw this thing over the corner, you see smoke.
Hey, Warren, you have one good hand. You should do this.
With my one good hand.
That's true. Captain, you should talk Kato into doing this.
Kato, is there anything you want to do while this is going on?
So I'm looking at the logs. Can I use my Comtech skill
Mm-hmm.
to see if I can work through any of his authorizations for 50384?
Yes, you can.
Particularly initially starting with the storage room to see if
Okay.
what I know about corporate systems I can
Okay. So you go through. You don't really have any tools on hand, so you're going straight off of.
Yeah, just straight coding, just whatever.
Yeah. You do find that it's very complex, and there are a lot of security protocols in place, and you feel like you find something in there. However, you're not able to expose any kind of weakness to access it.
Okay.
So this guy is impaled where? Is it his head or is it his neck?
Right in the neck.
All right.
His face is up, upwards.
Gotcha. So, Ward, this is going to sound really morbid. Where he's impaled at, do you think we can each grab a leg and just separate his head from his body?
But his body's in the vent, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. All you see is his
It's
head.
in the vent.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I thought his body was facing this
That's why we
way.
need to get to that body to get to the key card, I assume.
Gotcha. Well, that even makes it more difficult because then we have to
Get through all the bars.
3 bars. Yeah.
Well, or 2 and get our arms in far enough to maybe maneuver his body around so we can actually.
Yeah, with the remnants of the bar still dripping with acid blood.
We'll have a work zone pretty well.
No, well, I can give us a morbid solution. We can use the hands of these guys to move the spiders.
We have to get their hands off. We don't have saws or anything. How do you get your hands off?
That's true.
Well, I didn't think that far in advance.
If we had saws and stuff, we'd be doing other stuff here.
All right. So,
Is that like doing a leg transplant?
I think Ward would be perfectly fine carrying one little spider over to a bar and.
all right.
So one thing while this is going on, it's been a while. So 2 things are happening. One, you all have gone probably, you're guessing, about 48 hours without sleep.
Cool.
So you're starting to feel that. Number 2, you all are hungry and thirsty, so you might want to go through.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat and drink.
All right. Well, before we do something stupid, let's eat and drink then.
So if you get a face hugger, just deduct one supply.
If what?
If, like Cable, he just rolled one face hugger, that just means you deduct 1 supply point.
I did not. I am good.
Yep. Ward finally loses some water.
Kato, you gotta drink water.
I did not. My front of my shirt's nice and clean, but before I finish in here, is this a separate room where the vent is up here? I don't know if we don't recall if they checked in there.
Yes, it is a separate room. Correct.
Okay. I would
Is
like
that
to
vent
look.
open?
What's that?
Is that vent open?
Well, he's
Oh, yeah. Well, you had it visible.
Yeah, I would go. My goal is to see if that's also gated, similarly to the others.
okay.
So I would open the door to be able to, I guess, initially to see what's in the room because I don't technically know the vent is there.
Okay, yeah. So when you walk in there, it looks like it just looks like a storage area. But it's ignore the boxes that are in there. It's pretty empty. But you do see a vent in there, and it too is gated shut.
While they're doing this, I'm just walking around to all these little things. They're laying on the floor, the other three, and I'm trying to see can I visually tell where they're injured and use any of my medical expertise. So I'm inspecting them while he's doing that.
So you're inspecting. Sorry, say that one more time.
I'm inspecting the creatures on the ground to see if I can determine exactly where the cut is on each of those. An injury location.
Okay. Give me a medical aid roll. Okay, so you are able to determine that you're just inspecting the one, right? Or you're going through all of them?
Well, I was going through all three of them.
All three of them?
Yeah, the ones that the captain didn't pick up.
That's fine. You examine it, and where all of the injuries are, it looks like they look like nail scratches, fingernail, deep, like they got deep, and just.
Okay.
So it's on the outside.
It's on the control.
Yeah.
So some of them on the outside, on the like the outside of the fingers. Some of it's like on the back side of it.
What I was trying to find is a spot that did not look injured, and I was just going to reach over and pick it up by that spot, and then take it over and just kind of hit it up against the bars.
Oh.
Because now that we know that it's the blood that causes it, I was trying to look to find where the injuries were, where it was not injured, where I could safely pick it up from, as to not get anything on me, because I would think as a medical professional I would be decent at being able to move somebody around that had an open wound without spreading infection. So I was trying to pull from that field.
Okay.
So that's my line of thinking anyway from Ward.
Okay, so you just want to pick it up and just swing it at the bars.
Well, just pick it up and just kind of rub it. I was gonna try to rub it. We're just gonna pick it up and make sure that I can hold it safely.
Rub it down.
Okay.
Fling it. No.
All right. Go ahead and give me a agility check.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so you pick one up and you find a spot around its tail that isn't wounded, and you are able to carry it over to the vent area right there.
I'm carrying it way out in front of me. And
as you are, there are drips coming out and hitting the floor, and each time it hits the floor, you get a down and a little bit of trickle of smoke.
And I'm thinking, good. Okay, this is good.
So you make it to the stall. Now what's your next step?
I'm going to... Hopefully I can see where the blood is coming from, and I want to actually try to rub that against... rub that against one of the bars.
Okay. Now...
Which is, literally
we're gonna do this.
Hold it out like that.
We're going to do this. So it's kind of like it's kind of a little tricky to get to because there's a toilet there, and it's kind of you have to squeeze in a little bit around the back of it. So, and you only have one arm, so you're gonna give me another agility check with a -1 modifier.
Captain, I got this thing in here. I know how to hold it. I just don't know that I can get quite in here to do this by myself with one arm. But if you hold it right here, you should be good.
All right.
Well, you already did the action, so let's follow through with the action.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you
Yeah.
could say I was looking at it and be like, hey, this is going to be very difficult if I do it. But okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So that is here's agility with what, a -1?
-1. Mm-hmm. So as you lean down and you try to rub the blood on the bars, you lose your balance and grip with your one arm, and you slip and fall back, and blood flies all over the stall. Fortunately, you don't get hit with it, but it burns holes all over the place. And this thing seems to be a little bit more fragile than it was when you first saw it.
Captain, I think I got the idea here, but execution was less than successful.
What is it with you guys? And you think that I'm going to be able to do any better?
Would you have two arms? I got this far with one arm, and I think I can probably aid you in helping you to pick one of these things up properly.
You should probably bribe Kato with water. He has no water.
All right.
You notice that these things are starting to bleed more,
Mm-hmm.
and they look like they're becoming more not so. They're becoming more dead.
Decomposing is what you're trying to say.
Trying to say that without saying it.
Can we use a chair
Yeah.
as a
They're becoming more dead.
shovel?
They're dying fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is. I don't think we should work at this anymore. We need to focus.
While they were doing that, I went and checked this other door. It was next to our other door and see if it's open.
Oh, you're all the way down there? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was doing while he was doing that.
All right. Well, before we do that, Kato, was there anything else doing in this room?
In here?
Or anywhere or anything?
No. Well, I'm going to. So looking at the key codes, we did not make a note. Which one of these did we find? One of these that was the rec room, or are these three just on the bottom, just hallways that we could see?
Okay, so this one is rec room.
Okay.
And so is this one.
Okay, those two are.
Yeah. You should be able to see mess, hopefully.
I can see. Yeah, mess comes up.
This door and this door next to it does not have any markings.
That door or the one on the other end, you said?
Yeah, the two right across from the control room.
Okay. Well, I will. That's my plan, is to go to the far door and see if I can open it or what. Oh, it has no window, right?
These two do not.
Okay. Well, I will. I think Ward just tried to look at the windows. There weren't windows, so I will try to open that door and then proceed to the other door.
Okay, when you approach that door, you actually notice that there is some small print on it. And it says storage 2B. And you want to try and open it?
Yes. please.
Okay, when you try to open it, it is locked.
Okay. I'll try the other door and then make my way to the Follies over here.
Okay, so you're doing this one.
Yeah.
When you approach that door, you see some fine print, and it says storage 2A. When you attempt to open that door, it does open.
Okay.
So you see a small storage area.
Okay. From there, I will go inside and see what I can find that is stored.
Okay. You take a look around for a little bit, and after spending a few minutes, you find that you actually hit a pretty good gold mine here. You found 5 medical kits, 5 surgical kits, 5 never sleep pills, and 5 Naproleve.
Okay. Okay. 5 medical kits,
Mm-hmm.
5 surgical kits,
Mm-hmm.
5 Naproleve, you said?
Mm-hmm.
What was the other one? I'm sorry.
Never sleep.
5 never seen. Okay.
Fine.
Soon being empty, I could carry that. I don't know what the weights are on that.
Yeah, I should have had those ready, but I don't.
Let's put this. My plan is to carry it all. If I can't carry it, then I will let them know and we can come back.
I believe you should be able to. What's your strength?
What is it? 3.
Yeah, you should be able to carry it. Yeah.
Okay.
You can carry 6 pounds, so.
So I will gather those things up and make my way over to the other room.
Okay, the mess.
No, because I believe the door. Well, I'll try that one on my way by. I think the computer said that was locked, but I will try it just to verify.
It is locked.
Okay. And then from there, I was going to the dorm where I believe the captain and Ward still in there.
Gotcha. Okay. So, all right. So you head there. Cable.
I found the weights for you. The surgical kits are half pound each, and the personal med kits are a quarter pound each.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Cable should auto calculate that for you. Once you put it in your sheets.
Okay.
Hopefully.
I'm gonna open this door, see if it opens.
The barracks.
Yeah, the other one.
Yep. Does open. Yes.
And I crawl in.
Where are you? Do you guys see these little tiny red doors that I have here? Like this.
Where?
If I move that, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm deleting those when you
Yes.
When they're unlocked. Yeah.
basically. Or just open the door. Okay, so you walk in there by your lonesome self.
Yep.
Or crawling and by your
I'm crawling my lonesome self.
You see that.
What's to the right? As soon as I'm entering, what's to the right way?
Yep. As soon as you get in, give me 1 second. Oh, listen, can you see that?
Yeah, I see Grim.
That's Grim. You found Grim.
Hey, I like
Hey,
Grim.
that's what I was hoping was in there.
But Grim is found. He's found in this room. He looks malnourished. It looks like he's been, or you assume because you don't find anything else apparent in this room right away, that he's been drinking from the toilets water, and because you haven't found any signs of food. He's lying on the floor and appears to be in a weakened state.
I'm gonna try to feed him one of my rations.
Sure. Yep.
It's my last one. Hope I don't feel.
Yay. So you hand Grim some food, and he gobbles it right up.
I yell out as loud as I can, guys! I found Grim.
You guys barely hear it, but you hear it.
And I pet him a lot, and I say, "Good Grim, you're doing so good."
He kind of he doesn't get up. He kind of just crawls over to you.
I'm also going, while he crawls around, I'm going to kind of look around the room a bit more.
Okay, yeah, he just kind of comes up and lays in the corner there. And you go through the rest of the room. And it's basically just an exact replica.
Anything else unique? Anything?
Come through here. The only thing that's unique about this room is that there is no vent in the left bathroom.
The other right bed is still locked.
Yes, that one is locked.
And I'm going to check the storage room.
And you check that. And it's just a storage room. There's nothing.
Is there anything inside of it?
You only find Grim. It looks like he's been, it looks like at one point he was playing around and he just ripped up some stuff, and that's about it.
All right, well, we have Grim back.
All right, back to the other barracks. Kato just walks in. Carson, I think you're standing there, and Ward, you're still in the bathroom.
Welcome to the circus. We've been swinging around dead fucking spider things trying to get their acidic blood onto a ventilation grate to melt it away, and it has not worked.
Nice. That's punk rock. I like it.
Yeah. So
where did Ward run off to?
he's in the bathroom. We've got a bunch of dead bodies with bursted open chests, and one dead body impaled by a ventilation grate. And then we found a bunch of strange spider things that secrete acidic blood, and we are trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. The guy who's impaled by the ventilation grate is the officer with the authorization to unlock things, but we can't really reach his body to search him properly because he's on the other side of the vent.
Did you try cutting his head off?
Well, his body is on the other side of the grate. If we removed his head, we might be able to remove his head, but we have to get it to his body to move his body. So I don't know if we'd be able to do that or not.
Hey, Joe, are these doors on this side over here?
Where at?
Over here by storage not to be?
These right here?
Yeah, these little two,
Yeah, they are. Mm-hmm.
While they're talking, I'm going to start going that way, too.
Okay.
Crawling down the hallway.
Yeah, I'm crawling a lot. Good. It's good
Ward,
Strongest arms in the country.
Your biceps are gonna be huge, bro.
Yeah.
Ward's a little demoralized at this. He tries to, I guess he's gonna make his way out of the bathroom.
Did you see my note? Roll 20.
Okay.
Um,
This is from where the body is?
yes.
Well, I guess I'm already right there because I fell down sitting on the toilet, so I'm going to listen intently.
Okay, are you where you are right now?
Nah, because I was right there. Because before I got your message.
You listen, and at some point you hear.
All right. So, out of game. Was I aware of the interaction that Cable had with the dog the first time around? Don't recall if I was.
I think you were asleep. Yeah.
You were asleep.
Okay.
Yep. Yes.
All right. I was
Wait, what was this interaction? Which interaction are you talking about?
Last game.
Oh.
I'm just gonna kind of whistle.
Right. Mm-hmm. You hear, you get quiet, and then you hear.
Do I see anything now, or?
Are you looking
yes,
down?
I'm looking down. I'm looking down in there now.
Yeah. When you do, I don't know if I marked any. Can you see a little bit more?
Yeah.
It's dark, unfortunately, so you can't really see too far, and you don't have any kind of light. Whoops. You do see barely. You see
Yeah, I could tell.
a little dog in there.
Yeah.
There's a little dog in there, and he sees you.
Can I see a badge on the body at all?
You see just enough that it looks like there is something laying on the floor underneath of the right armpit of the body.
I'm gonna. Guess I can try to play fetch with. Well, I would assume this is all out of reach. Am I assuming correctly?
Just try.
Oh, well, I mean, if I could see that in there, I'm definitely going to try to reach for it. I mean, that's... Yeah, I suppose nothing's a given in this game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try to reach for it while talking to the doggy. Yeah.
Okay. So you lean down and you kind of get in between the toilet and the wall there and reach your arm in, and you can feel the dog licking your hand, so you can tell
That's
he's
a good
friendly.
boy.
Yeah.
I think it's a good boy. Maybe a good girl. I don't know.
As you're reaching through there, so he's a friendly dog, and you're able to get your arm in there enough to grab that card.
All right, I'm gonna slowly pull the card out as to not think that it's a tug of war thing.
Yeah. He as you're pulling your hand out, he does kind of try to grab for it, but he doesn't get it, and you're able to get it out.
Yes.
All right, I'm kind of tuck at my shirt.
You're just waiting for that, like, you're not getting it.
All right.
You have a key card.
Yes. All right, I just kind of tuck at my shirt. I'm like, guys, the dog's back? I kind of yell down the hallway there. I don't know if anybody's going to hear me or not.
The dog, after you pull your hand away and you yell behind you, you hear him whine a little bit, and then he runs away.
But I think I spooked it. But I did get something, and I'm going to come walking out. And I'm going to inspect the key card. See if there's any kind of identifying marks on it.
All right. You do inspect the card. Oops. Where am I? It says employee number 50384.
Okay.
You got the key card?
Who is this right here?
Where?
Me. Carson.
Okay.
Parsons, yeah.
Yes, I do. I was able to reach in between the bars in there
Oh,
and pull it off the body.
would you look at that? All right, let's go unlock some door.
Before you do that, Cable, you finally make your way down hall and check out these two rooms. What you find are more bathrooms.
Hey.
Boring. I'm gonna start heading back to the guys.
The middle section of the two does have a vent area.
I assume it's locked.
It is locked, yeah.
I'm gonna start heading back to it.
Try and leave enough so you can at least see that there's a vent.
I call Grim to see if Grim will come to me.
Yep. He's walking.
Oh, he's crawling. No, I'm crawling with him. So like we're crawling and he's walking.
Yeah, but he's walking slow.
We make up. Well, don't worry. I'm moving slow too. Tell him. Don't worry, buddy. I'm moving slow too. And I tell him, guess what? Ward's also missing an arm. Practice.
He's just wagging his tail.
Yeah, you're so good.
Okay, Kato, were you doing anything in the middle of all this?
I stopped Ward to tell him I got him a Christmas present, and I hand him a medical kit and a surgical kit. Because I don't know what that working Joe did to him in there, but he looked like he was in pretty rough shape when he tried to wake up. So, I know he's a doctor type nurse person, so I give those to him as a parting gift, and we move towards the control room, or I move towards the control room.
Okay. So mark that on the sheet there, Ward.
I would go down.
Everybody meets in the hall, and Kato, Carson, and Ward, you're all surprised to see Grim following
I
behind.
yelled.
Cable.
I found Grim.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Guess you guys didn't hear me. You left me and Grim behind.
I was playing in the bathroom. Sorry.
You burn yourself?
Almost.
No, I did not.
We need a key card now.
That doesn't go without trying. And I make a beeline for the control room.
Okay. Grim's just gonna follow everybody.
I would just try to open everything. We probably should hit the mess.
Do it.
Hit the
You
mess
know, I
hall.
tried earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, bud.
We should probably
I'm
also
gonna
hit
try
the
to-
mess hall for food.
I'm gonna try to palm the key card to Captain. Say, Cap, maybe you should try again.
All right. So I'm gonna put in the card into the slot.
Okay, so you put the card in the slot, and there's some like clicking and things like that, and then Everything shuts down. Just kidding. No.
Oh.
It says
Huge joke.
welcome employee number, what was it?
50384.
50384. And that's where we're going to end tonight.